What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be covering ICP as it has started to break out again. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So this was ICP in my previous video just 1 week ago. It was trading at $9.70, and I had it drawn in a falling wedge, which I said break up 68% of the time. Fast forward a week later, and this is ICP currently trading at $13.73. And at its peak, it was $14. So had you guys taken this trade, you could have made up to 44% in a week. And if you compare that to the stock market, where the average return is 10% in a year, that would mean we made in 1 week what the stock market makes in over 4 years, which are incredible gains. And if you enjoy making gains in the crypto market, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. But I'll go deeper into the charts at the end of the video. And there are some indicators that you need to see revolving around whether or not this pump is going to continue. So make sure you stay tuned. But as I was saying, ICP is currently trading at over $13.70. Its market cap is $6.2 billion, which ranks 17th among all cryptocurrencies. And that is wild. It seems like every ICP video I make, it keeps climbing up the ranks. Just in my last video, it was ranked 19th. In the video before, it was ranked 21st. But anyways, ICP's circulating supply is 454 million out of a total supply of 512 million. And then if you guys are looking to get into ICP, I recommend using Binance or Coinbase. I think this is the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. But now I feel partially responsible to cover this in about every single ICP video I make, and that is the all-time high of ICP at $750. Now, I get people in my comments all the time saying, oh, this guy doesn't know how to read a chart. ICP is a clear rug pull. But what you have to understand is ICP was severely manipulated at its launch by FTX and New York Times. Not to mention that when it reached these levels, there was significantly less ICP tokens in circulation. Just to show you what I mean, if you come over to market cap of and you compare the current market cap of ICP to the all-time high market cap of ICP, which was 18.5 billion. If ICP got back to those levels, it'd be trading at $40, and that'd be just under a 3x. So it is essentially a 3x back to all-time high. And what you should notice is that $40 is clearly nowhere near $750. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is not to deter you away from investing in internet computer, but rather I want you to understand that ICP is significantly more than just their all-time chart. Many people out there who actually understand ICP's technology consider them an alien among other layer ones, as they are essentially trying to create full end-to-end decentralization. And they are one of, if not the only project that can do everything on-chain, which makes them extremely unique and innovative. So again, don't get fooled by the idea that ICP is down 98% from its all-time high. Most of that was not ICP's fault at all. But now we'll hop into some ICP news. So this is the Dfinity Twitter, which has 681,000 followers. And I first want to show you this post December 29th. No wallets, just seamless tokenization. Diving into a world where users are rewarded for going viral and moderating content. And this is what Dominique had to say about it.
You can build these services where the users become part of the team. Users are getting rewarded, say, on a social media, crypto social media site for creating viral content, for helping with content moderation. And the tokenization is totally seamless. There are no wallets. And in the sense, in the same way that a Bitcoin's on a blockchain, you can own that. You can have a social network on a blockchain, entirely on a blockchain, and distribute ownership via DAO and control via DAO.
And then they posted December 28th, cycles burned is the direct economic value created by ICP. During the past year, we saw a significant growth in cycles burned driven in part by the adoption of CKBTC. We also saw an increase in decentralization with 105 data centers and 117 node providers that are now active worldwide in 2023. And as I said, the increase in decentralization is one of the biggest reasons I am bullish personally on ICP, as I believe they could potentially be more decentralized than any other project. And then lastly, I also want to let you watch what Dominique said right here. So ICP's transition from testnet to mainnet to today's thriving ecosystem underscores efforts involving thousands of R&D hours. ICP stands as the blockchain's foremost R&D operation, maintaining this status for an extensive duration.
It took really until May 21 for the internet computer testnet to transition into production mode and for mainnet to exist. I mean, years and years from the project's inception, but also hundreds of person years R&D, with R&D including blue sky cryptography research, blue sky computer science research, as well as engineering. Yeah, that's how it came into being. And even now, we're by far blockchain's largest R&D operation and have been for many years.
But now we'll go over some macro news that could affect ICP's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to ICP. Now, I'm not going to go super in depth into this, but the first thing is what they posted 18 hours ago. Vitalik releases an updated roadmap for Ethereum. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and check that out. Now, this is the first main thing that I want to talk about. On December 6th, the CEO of JP Morgan said he would close down Bitcoin and crypto if he were the government. And I'll let you watch the video of what he said.
I've always been deeply opposed to crypto, Bitcoin, etc. You pointed out the only true use case for it is criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. And that is a use case because it is somewhat anonymous, not fully, and because you can move money instantaneously, and because it doesn't go through, as you mentioned, all these systems have built up over many years, know your customers, sanctions, OFAC, they can get bypass all of that. If I was the government, I'd close it down.
And then just yesterday, BlackRock named JP Morgan as an authorized participant for its spot Bitcoin ETF. And this is amazing to me how fast people can flip-flop. And if any of you guys watched my video on Caspa a couple days ago, I also covered this tweet. India to ban 9 crypto exchanges URL. And those exchanges include Binance, Kraken, Huobi, KuCoin, Bittrex, Gate.io, Bitstamp, Bitfinex, and MEXC. And then if you go through the comment section, banning now to unban later again. In 2017, it was China, now India. Same but different. And then this dude called him Chindia. Is this the new China is banning crypto? So very similar to what we just saw with JP Morgan. Pay attention to what people do, not what they say. And then the last thing is what they posted here December 29th. Coinbase says they have extensively prepared for a spot Bitcoin ETF approval. And as I have been talking about for months, I believe these Bitcoin spot ETFs could revolutionize crypto. And I truly believe they could help bring trillions of dollars to the industry. You have to understand it will make it significantly easier for the older generations to get into crypto, as they won't have to worry about self-custody. They can essentially treat it like a mutual fund in the stock market, as they will have a third party that actually manages the assets. But also keep in mind the supposed approval date for these would be January 5th through January 10th of 2024, which could be less than a week away. So now more than ever, you need to keep your eyes on these spot Bitcoin ETFs. But now for the final part of this video, we'll go over some technical analysis. So this is ICP on the daily time frame. And as I said at the beginning, had you guys taken this trade, you could have made up to 44% in a week. Now what's interesting about this is in my last ICP video, I said I would not be bullish on ICP in the short term unless it closed a candle above $10.50. And we actually got rejected perfectly off of that level. But obviously 2 days later, we skyrocketed way above that level. Now I will say this falling wedge does actually have a measured move to over $14.70. So there definitely still is a chance we break up to this measured move. Now the one bearish indicator I need to warn about is that price action swings from a lower high to a higher high. The RSI swings from a higher high to a lower high, which is Class A bearish divergence, which typically signals a local top has been reached. So usually when you see that, there's going to be some sort of a pullback. However, in this particular scenario, there's definitely a chance that ICP continues pumping up and negates the bearish divergence, or at least makes it towards Class C rather than Class A. Now again, I want to be crystal clear. ICP certainly could continue pumping up, but if I personally missed out on this ICP trade and I was looking to get into ICP, what I would do is start projecting out a bull flag for ICP. And while it would fill out this flag, the RSI and stochastics would start to reset. And actually in this case, the stochastics are already reset. But as that happened, the 21-day moving average would also start to creep up, and then price action could get a bounce off of it as support. And we then could get another explosive move up. And that is insane. As I was saying those words, price action shot up almost 30 cents. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't be shocked if it hits this measured move. And in my next ICP video, this flag definitely might look premature. So by the time you see this video, you might want to adjust the flag towards actually at the top of ICP's pump. But props to any of you guys that made money on this trade. Now, lastly, I'll go over Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins. And this is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So I initially had Bitcoin drawn in a bull flag, and I said it has a measured move up to over $48,000. But the first thing that needed to happen was price action to close a candle above 44,600. So that way we did not create a double top, but that did not end up happening. So in all of my previous videos, I said the number one thing I'd be watching is the 21-day moving average. And if price action were to break above and then bullish retest, we could actually end up hitting this measured move. However, if price action broke beneath and then we had a bearish retest, price action could fall all the way down to 37,800. Now, at the current moment, price action is trading beneath the 21-day. However, it is very close. Now, the one reason I am bullish on Bitcoin right now is because if you look at price action, we swing from a lower low to a higher low. The RSI is higher low to lower low, which unlike ICP is Class A bullish divergence rather than Class A bearish, which typically signals a local bottom has been reached. So to be completely honest, Bitcoin is being very indecisive right now. There are bullish indicators and bearish indicators. But also, crypto, as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the Bitcoin spot ETFs were to get approved, then technical analysis could go right out the window and the entire market could skyrocket. On the contrary, if they get rejected or something terrible happens, that could tank the entire market. So just understand in the short term, crypto is going to be extremely volatile. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think ICP will go next bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.